Welcome back to the XTS Custom Shop here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm here with Eric. Say hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Featuring the Do-Si Do t-shirt. Oft there with Mr. Steve Warner, CGP.
Yep.
Ooh, staff.
Deceptive. I'm not.
How's bragging camp going?
It's pretty good. We've been learning a lot, having a lot of fun, made some good new friends. I think we're going to really keep in touch over the winter months.
Over the winter.
It's going to be great.
It'll be great. So speaking of friends, our friends at Larkin Poe, they're both Rebecca and Megan, both their boards are in for a revamp. If you all saw the YouTube video that Mr. Rhett Shull helped make with them and us, how long ago was that? That was pre-pandemic, right?
It was a while ago, at least a few years.
Yeah, so we did that, and there was some other stuff on here. Excuse me. There was some other stuff on here, and changes have been made.
They have. Things have carried over.
That's true.
But many things have not carried over.
And we'll go through all of them here for you with Mr. Newcomer's help. Eric, would you walk us through these?
Don't tell him my last name.
Oh, that's right. I'll just refer to him by the last digits of his social security number.
Thank you. Yeah, this is Megan's here, and it's funny because I think an illustrative point can be made here in that when at least she first came in, her board had, I think, this on it, it had this on it, it had a volume pedal, and I think it had this and maybe one or two other things. And then they went the HX effects route, which is awesome. And just to give her something familiar with, I set up patches in it to approximate the pedals she had.
Yeah.
The boards came in a year ago or something, maybe just for cleanup, redo some of the foam on the case because they fly these a ton. Most of the patches were the same that I had initially set up in there. So I think sometimes if you have your thing, which I think they do, and it's a good thing, you don't need to chase this other box, it can do all the things I already have and all these other things. But sometimes you come full circle and say the things I had are the things that are the right things for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Situation.
Yeah. And all these are good. The Starlight's new.
Yeah, there's definitely some new stuff. There's new delay.
Hall of Fame.
New modeler here. New reverb. I don't remember if her original board had it probably did have reverb, but I don't remember what it was.
Right. So what's the signal flow on this one?
So we come in to the tuner up here and give us a good buffer, because then we go right to the tuner, or the volume pedal. If you came into the volume pedal and then went out to the tuner from the tuner out here, you're going to lose some high end. You're going to lose a little bit of level.
Yeah, it'll just be...
You might like the sound of that. It might be fine.
Yeah,
but
no judgment.
You might not like it also. So this prevents that. TV drive, slide queen edition. I like these pedals.
The Rodenbergs.
Yeah, they sound pretty good. We've got...
My understanding is they're handmade in Germany.
What gives you that impression?
Just a feeling.
It's a long hold on that pedal.
Yeah.
But they are pretty good. And look at this. Switches are fun to switch.
Talk about another pedal. I'm going to hold it here. Next up is
I'm so disoriented right now. So out of here, downtown to a Pog. Dare I say, modern classic.
Oh, I got to move for the modern classic.
Pog Freeze, which I rather like these. I got one a long time ago, and they're great. Out of the Freeze to, where does it go next? Starlight.
Yeah.
These I think sound great.
They're cool.
They really sound nice. All the settings. I forget which one is my favorite, but I like all of them. Then Hall of Fame here. And the left side goes out to this very custom interface, very specialized interface. So that feeds the amp, and it also feeds a mult on here. That's the, what's it called? Catapult system?
Yes.
Takes all these lines and feeds them through
4 balanced pairs on an Ethercon.
Yeah.
Over a category cable.
It's a pretty cool system.
Agreed.
And those also are doubled on just regular jacks. So if something happens with that system, you can patch in regular.
Or if you're parachuting in someplace without your backline or
Exactly.
your engineering package, I should say.
So left feeds that. The right out of this feeds this dream pedal, so that there can be a modeled sound if they're doing, I don't know, TV or just they want a modeled thing. I think that represents, that's on the molt too. We added that on there, did we not?
It is.
So we added a line to that. They only had 3 things on there.
And they blend live amps and the model live.
Yeah. So a pretty cool setup. So yeah, as it is to all that, there's a one spot here, CS Pro, CS7.
Which probably happier now, not running that HX effects.
Yeah, I think so. So everything is well under the ratings that it asks for.
It did, but
it's also full.
Yeah, it did fine.
It went really nice. And still, hinge we made however many years ago is holding up well.
And you can see it's gotten TLC.
It definitely has gotten beat up a little bit, which is good.
Yep, that's what they're for.
So pretty cool board.
So that's Megan's.
Like this one. Yeah.
It is good.
I'm going to put this pin back in here. Now you can pick it up however you like.
Oh, yes. And then I pan to Rebecca.
Yeah.
More pedals here.
A little bit more pedals.
Let's walk through this one real
So
quick.
this one starts at the interface again, obviously. Same
False.
exact.
It doesn't start there.
It doesn't start there. Where does it start? Oh,
Starts with rule number 1.
that's the rule. That's not the signal flow.
That's where it all starts.
That's where your attitude starts.
Okay.
Same interface on both of these. So same functionality across the board. Tuner. Not the Orion. We go up top. Sugar Drive. Pretty good boost. Phase 95. Good phaser. Nectar. Guys, I've never seen this pedal before, but it's cool. It's very beautiful.
I like the little touches. The black, hardware, black coating. I don't know what it is on both the switch bushing and bat and
darkness.
It's very ominous.
It sounds good too. I prefer the right position, I think.
Cool.
And another of these TV drives. This one's very fancy looking though.
That's
and there's
right.
a big eyeball on it.
It's looking into my soul.
Yeah, I had to put some tape over that when I built it because I don't like being watched. Out of there down to an Orion. Ooh. And these sound really nice too. Then over here to a Deco and a Flint.
Sleeper pedal, the Deco.
Man, people that like these really, really like them.
Oh, they're addictive.
And people that don't like them haven't played one yet.
Yeah.
Is how I feel about them because they're just super cool. And what do we do? Oh, left out of the Flint. So left here, obviously. Right out of here, up to a Dream. Back down into here, out the roll. They can do what they want out of front of house. Zuma on here. We picked a Zuma initially because there was more pedals on here.
Oh, well, the HX effects was eating up a bunch of ports.
Yep, that was eating up
That
a
was
bunch.
before the Crux.
Yeah. Also, we wanted to be roughly the same dimension on these, and this had the volume pedal, which made our riser smaller, obviously. So you couldn't fit a Zuma in there.
Yep. And these go in a pretty trick case that Eric foamed out and all that, which rides really nice.
Yeah, it's a real big one, and they both fit in there kind of at angles so that they can fit and have pressure on them from the lid.
I think they wore pretty well.
They've worn pretty good. I did.
The case still looked good.
Yeah, I re-glued some things in there because they fly these a lot, and so they obviously get beat up, or just travel with them a lot.
We got to put them in the case and weigh them. See if it's over 70.
A bunch, but super cool boards here, I think.
In goes the pin.
Yep.
So ends the video. If you guys need something like this
one's not even stuck down yet.
That's true. That's a loaner that we put on there.
That's ours. We just put it there.
Thank you, Spanky at UA, for making sure that we had a loaner. I forgot to mention, if you guys have not checked out when Larkin Poe was on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Man, they were cool.
Oh,
they just looked like cool rock stars on there.
Man, it's probably the best Jimmy Kimmel. I had a buddy that was on there once. That probably No, it's the best. It's just the best thing I've seen on Kimmel.
Yeah,
It
they
was
did a really
it
good
was
job.
authoritative. It was an authoritative performance. I highly recommend if you guys have not checked that out.
Yeah,
They do Bad Spell on there. Look it up on YouTube. It is definitely worth your time.
yeah.
So if you need something like this, something completely different, you know where to call, and we'll talk to you then. Later.